All right, y'all. I did something I don't normally do. I got gizzard shad on these two, and on these two on the corner, I put 2 live brim on. I ain't been out here too long. I don't really think this is a huge fish, but it's a fish. He's staying down. Very active. He's not a monster, but nice 15, 20 pound fish. We'll get him up. I ain't even prepared yet. All right, y'all, them owner hooks right in the corner of the mouth. I love these hooks. I love them. They work great. It's not too bad. Not too bad. 15 pounds, we'll take it. We're gonna let him go. He's not a big boy, so he just gets to flop off the dock here. There you go. Very active, very feisty. He got a lot of energy. It's kind of odd. I guess it ain't got super cold yet. We had a couple cold nights here in South Carolina. But tonight ain't been too cold. Low 50s or high 40s, low 50s. But they active, you know. In the wintertime they get lethargic. But they hadn't hit that yet. But there's a lot of fish activity going on here. Wow, that big old school of shad right there. Like I said, brim live, 2 shads. I got another brim. I'm gonna throw them out live, so we'll see what happens. Y'all stay tuned. So this ain't something I do a lot because, you know, usually I get 2 pieces of bait out of a fish at least. But when I get some brim like this, catching them on the worms and on my bobbers, every once in a while I will keep a fish, some brim this size to throw on live. Basically a lot, because the bigger ones, they swim a lot and they get hung up in here right here. But these little ones can't swim as much, so they ain't as bad getting all tangled up. So I just hook it right in the back, make sure you don't hit the backbone so he still swims. And he's just a little shell shock, but I think he's all right. Yeah, he's good. I've hit him in the backbone before and paralyzed him, and then. But the thing is, if a fish hits it, a lot of times I miss fish too. Let me throw this out, and I'll continue my little monologue there. We'll get him in the water. Once again, I'm fishing these brush piles. I'm throwing right outside of them, and I have a lot of success with this. So I'm gonna convert that to the boat. I'm gonna start fishing brush piles. I never really I fish logs and structure in the water, but this lake right here is full of brush piles. People come out here and throw Christmas trees out everywhere. They're everywhere. If you ever fish this lake, I mean, probably all lakes are like that, but this lake right here is slap full of them. This is a good crappie lake. A lot of people fish crappie out here. So, but there's plenty, I'm telling you, there's plenty of brush piles right here. But anyway, what I was saying is, I don't remember what I was saying. Wah, 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 wah. Oh, I remember. All right, so say I miss a lot of fish with a live bait. A lot of times they'll hit the bait and don't hook up, especially if a small fish comes up, a smaller cat. I've had a channel, I had a brim on like that one time live, and I promise you the channel was like this big and he ate that brim, or he knocked it off and he got on the hook. But that's what happened to hit that brim, and they'll kill him. And a lot of times I pull them up and they have teeth marks on the side where it just didn't hook. And at that point, you can pull that brim. If you get the brim back, you can cut them up and then use, you know, you got your 2 pieces of bait. But a lot of times they'll hit that fish, they'll hit it and stun it, and then swim back around and get it. So a lot of times if I get a good hit, I'll leave it out there for a little while, just hoping he'll come back and get it. I've got hooked up like that. But might have a pretty good morning. I'm not gonna be able to fish long. I didn't even do the intro yet, so I guess this will kind of be the intro. But I don't have long to fish. It's already let's see here. It's right at 7 o'clock. I got out here about 5:45, caught bait, and got the lines thrown out probably 6:30. But we're probably gonna fish another 3 hours. Now I got some work to go do. Y'all wanna see some of my work? Y'all aren't see this job I just did. Your boy can paint cabinets. Y'all stay tuned and see if we can catch another one. I'm gonna give y'all an update on the boat. I've been doing pretty good, so I've been able to invest some money in it. And I'm very close, 3 weeks out, maybe sooner. I went and bought a toolbox, make a live well out of it. Went and bought a striker, Garmin striker, 9-inch SV. You know, I was at a point where I'm investing money, but I can't invest too much. And for the price, I couldn't turn this thing down. It's $500 on sale, 100 off. And we use the Academy credit card, so I got another 25 bucks off. Come with a transducer, a mount. It's got side imaging. It's got chirp sonar. It doesn't have a mapping card. Garmin's got good mapping for what I've read. And the way this thing works is it's Wi-Fi compatible. So you hook your phone up to it and then you get on an app. And they have maps that people have already downloaded from their trips. So it's a community. I hadn't got on the community yet because I haven't got it hooked up. So I haven't seen what's available out there, but that's pretty cool. And for what all I've read, it works pretty well. I can't hook LiveScope to it, but that's okay. From what I've been reading and researching, this is a good model. This is my buddy Derek. He's got a 7. I don't know if he ain't got side imaging. He's just got sonar, and it's very accurate. We picked up crappie on it. I told him it was crappie. I'm reading the sonar pretty well. I can pretty much tell what kind of fish they are. There was crappie holding at the bottom. We put them down and pulled them right up. And I've been impressed with it. My cousin's got one. He does a lot of bass fishing, but he's impressed with his. So we're gonna go with it. It's a 9-inch screen. I mean, it's everything I really want and really need. I don't really need. I would like the SD card. I would like that. I didn't. You know, I kind of messed up. I didn't realize that because the video I watched, I guess, was on the Echo map, and it has it. You take it out. That's how you register. Because I was wondering how to register it. So that's how I thought it would have that, but it don't. But you register as soon as you hook your device up to it. So I think it's gonna work great for me for what I need for my price range, and that frees me up to possibly get a trolling motor sooner. But trolling motor is the last thing. I'm getting Strawberry to go through the motor. I was gonna do a lot of work and move it to the front of the boat, the console, but I played with my steering cable some and got to move it up a little bit more, and I'm gonna go with the way it is. I'm looking at getting a windshield. I've talked to a couple guys about buying an old windshield off a boat. I would like an enclosure too, but That's not gonna happen right now. I'm gonna go with what I got. I ordered some. I had some blue LEDs. I got rid of them, and I got a black light coming, LED. I'm gonna put that on the back of the boat, wire it up, get the thing re-registered, and get all the paperwork straight. We're looking at 2 3 weeks. Uh, Southeastern Catfish Club's got a tournament on the 5th of December. Today is I want to say the 20th, but I'm not sure. I can't keep up with dates. Today's the 22nd. So we're looking at right at 2 weeks. I don't know. That's going to be a close one. I don't know if I can make that. I'm dang sure going to try, but if I don't, I'm not going to cry about it. I'm not, I done missed 3 of them, so it ain't no big deal. But I did notice, I seen they said they had a surprise and they left a spot open on the schedule, and I didn't look again until last night, and they put one on Santee. That's freaking awesome. I'm definitely gonna be at that one. That'll be for one for sure. River Hogs, Catfish USA, they're gonna run a tournament starting in January. I'm gonna get on that too. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do about a partner, because they got regulations in North Carolina. You can only keep 1 over 32. Santee's like that too. It ain't like that down here on this lake on the South Carolina side, but launching out of North Carolina, you got to follow the rules. So I got to recruit me one. I got my old fishing partner Jack. He probably make some of them, but he ain't gonna be able to make all of them. He works a lot too, so it's tough. But I'm gonna be in it to win it. So I got to recruit me a partner. So taking applications. All right, let's see if we can get another fish before we leave out of here. Shad going crazy out here. There's something chasing them around. Well, there's shad running. I got one, but he ain't nothing. I don't think he's anything. He's ran in the whole way, but felt like a channel. He want to fight now. Little blue. Little blue. Hey, little guy. Come on, man. Off it goes. All right. So I'm down to 1 perch. I got a pretty big perch, so I'm gonna fillet it up. That sucker crapped on me, bro. Dang. All right. So I'm gonna fillet him up. And I don't really want to go catch some more bait. So I can get 1, 2, I can get 3 or 4 pieces out of him. But if times get harder, and I'm running out of bait, I can take one of these live brim off, cut them up, and then I got 2 pieces of bait. So we're gonna be all right. We got a couple more hours. I ain't been out here long still. It still ain't been about 15, 10 minutes since I last talked to y'all, but we're gonna keep fishing. Y'all stay tuned. A little better fish here. They running side to side like crazy. They trying to run with that brush pile. It might be a flat. He took off that way. Then when he knew it was hooked, boy, he ran right to this brush pile. I don't know, he ain't that big, I don't think. I think he's definitely bigger than what I caught today though. He pulled drag for a minute. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. It's a blue. That's a nice one. We will pull him up and let y'all see him. He's probably 22, but biggest today. Hey, y'all, that's not bad. We'll take that. 20, 22, I don't know. We're gonna let it go. What happened was that rod actually got hit probably about 10 minutes ago. It got tapped real good. And I just left it sitting there, and that's a tip I can give you is if you're hooking your bait right, a lot of times they're not gonna get the bait off there, and then they'll come back and get it. Like this might not have been the same fish, but that shows you there was fish in the area, so I would leave it there at least a good 10, 15, 20 minutes before I go check it. But it's not a bad fish. It's not bad. I'll take that. I would like to catch a bigger one, but that ain't too bad. All right, this one ran real good, but he feels like the same size as the last one I caught. He ain't really moving, so I can kind of get a feel of him. I got a feeling there's a big boy around here. We're gonna keep going for him. I still got, it's 8:30. I still got about an hour and a half. Oh, they're trying to rub it. Nah, he's smaller. Oh, come on now. Just a little bit smaller. They got a lot of energy. All right, y'all. My papa was on me about catching some fish and eating them. And he gonna be upset if I call these fish and keep none of them. I ain't keeping this one either. I ain't got no, I ain't bring no cooler with me. But this will be a keeper here for me. This is about 12 pounds. This is about the size I like to keep, but I've been trying to catch some crappie, but we got a little cold streak come through and it sent them back deep. And I ain't been able to go deep for them, so I fished hard. I took 2 or 3 trips trying to catch them something, and I came up empty-handed. I didn't catch anything. And I put Caleb on a fish the other night, or last weekend. It's an 18-pound fish. I didn't want to keep it. But then I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep it. And I put it in the cooler. And I just felt bad, I let him go. I couldn't do it. But I gotta get Papa some fish. But y'all stay tuned. We're gonna keep fishing. We got an hour and a half left. We'll see if we can get one. He's got me wrapped around something. Come on, pull me up out of there, boy. Come on, pull me up out of there. Pull me up out of there, boy. A lot of times if I get wrapped up in something, I give him a little slack, but I'm not gonna give him a lot of slack because I don't want that hook to come out of his mouth. Come on, boy. I'm just slowly releasing the pressure. Got my thumb on there so it don't go too bad, so I can feel the tension. Sometimes you can get that right there. They feel that vibration. See, look at it, he's going crazy now. Come on, buddy. You got to run me out of there. All right, he's doing something now. I'm gonna let him run with it a little bit. Problem fishing brush piles. So I'm really fishing the wrong angle. Really, I should be fishing from that way to this way. I'm gonna put the clicker on and I'm just gonna let him work for a minute, see if he'll run me out of there. Because I don't think I can get him out. Come on, buddy. Go run with it, run with it, run with it. I don't think he's a big fish. He ran hard though. Leave it on the clicker and just see if he'll work it out. Got a hole in my pocket. Phone fell down. He's still on there. I'll give him a little yank like that. And you can watch them. They still. Trying to entice him to take off. He might be in a position where he can't move. I hate that. I hate breaking fish off. I hate to leave a hook and a line in his mouth. I hate doing that. See, if I was in a boat, I'd change spots. I would go back behind this area and it would come right out. If you ever hung up, you can do that too. If you go behind it and pull, the hook, it'll 9 times out of 10, it'll pull the hook right out. But I hate doing that. And I ain't got much longer here. Let's see here. 30 minutes exactly. So we'll see. Well, it must have been pretty sharp. I cut through this 50-pound leader. I wasn't jerking it hard at all, but I prefer that. I prefer him to just have a hook in his mouth than have this long line. That line get tangled up, whatever it was around, and then he'd be stuck down there, you know? So I feel better about that. I'm not gonna re-rig this. I could, but I ain't got but 30 minutes left. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna pull this one off the end and throw it over here. There's my float out there floating too. But I'm gonna pull this one off the end and throw it back over there. And that's where I've got most of the activity at, so that's where we're at. We got 30 minutes left, y'all. Let's see what we can do. All right, y'all, I threw this rod out about 10 minutes ago, and it just took a good hit, and then it ran in just like the other one. So we'll let it sit there for a minute. These fish, man, I'm telling you, they like to come out these brush piles and go right back in. I'm telling you, I get on the boat, I'm fishing brush piles. That's gonna be one of my target areas. I never really thought about flatheads being up in there like that, or blues, and this might not be what it is right now. I mean, this might be just a fish that grabbed it and ran in, but from my experience fishing out here in these brush piles the last year and a half, they in them brush piles. I've landed several nice flats out here, several nice blues off this dock. And I tell you what, I can't wait to get on the boat. I've learned more on this bank than I have all the years I have been on a boat. And that's crazy to think that's even possible, but I'm really excited to get on the water. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I got a lot more to learn. I'm not boasting here. I got a lot to learn. There's a lot to this thing, but I'm very thankful for the small things. I mean, there for a long time I didn't even get to do this, so. But it's time to move on, man. We're gonna give it a little while longer. I think I got about 15 minutes left, but that bite kind of enticed me to stay another 15 minutes on top of that, but we'll see. I would like to catch y'all one more fish before I go. I've had several trips in the last couple of weeks, fished several different spots, or not several different spots, fish here and I fished upriver. And it ain't been enough content to really make it into one video, so I'm hoping we catch one nice fish here and then it'll be a good video, because I'm not too big into putting out videos. It ain't really got a lot going on in it. I just went through and cleaned out I got 4 USB drives. Well, I got 3 now. I have 4 USB drives slap full of footage. I'm talking 2 32s, a 64, and I got a 132 and or 128, just one of the two. They're slap full. The 128's got some room on it. But I went through and I picked out a few videos that I'll make intro videos out of, and I just deleted them because it just ain't there, you know. I mean, I like to make good videos, best I can. About to reel these things in. Y'all be looking forward to future videos. It ain't gonna be too much longer. I'm gonna be on a boat. Say 2 weeks. That's my goal. Is 2 weeks. That's kind of really 3 weeks is probably more reasonable, but not. I mean, it depends. I think I can do it in 2 weeks. I got the money. Strawberry. It depends on what Strawberry can do. I got to go deal with DNR. I don't know if DNR's. I looked it up last night. Apparently their offices are open. I like to ride to Columbia. If y'all ain't from South Carolina, the way it works here is we have a DNR office here. You can go there, but to get your decals and stuff printed out right then and there, you have to go down to DNR in Columbia, which is about a 45-minute ride for me. They can't print them out here. They don't have the machine to do it, so they have to send it to Columbia, and Columbia prints it and then mails it to you. And that's a long process. I'm trying to get this thing done now. I gotta pay taxes on this thing too. I should be exempt. The boat ain't worth that much, but I don't know. I gotta go talk to them. There's just steps I gotta take. I'm close, man. Super close. Way closer than I've ever been. But well, ever been in the last 3 years. I can't sleep at night. That's how excited I am about this. For the past 2 weeks, that's why I'm fishing right now. I went to sleep last night. I couldn't fall asleep. Finally fell asleep about 12:30. Woke up at 3. Couldn't go back to sleep. So I came fishing. I don't. Got a lot of stress on me too. From I don't know. I worry. Shouldn't worry, but you know, I'm worried about the future of our country and the future of everything that's going on. I'm not a political guy, but I don't like what I'm seeing at all. I can see pieces of the puzzle starting to fit together, and it just worries me. But I know it's in God's hands. We got to trust Him. Things got to happen. I mean, it's written. Things got to happen, but you just don't ever think about that until it starts happening. But hoping to get another bite. I got 2 rods still out, but we're gonna pack it up and go. Y'all have a good one. Blessed one.